Alrighty guys, so today's video, you haven't heard my voice yet, so this is a new experience. But okay, in today's video I'm going to give you all a great deck analysis. I'm going to show you all how my deck works. I'm going to show you every nook and cranny, every strategy, every synergy, and an anti-synergy, because not every deck is perfect, not everything is perfect. Okay, so first we're gonna go to our decks, and we're going to select my Exodia deck, which is this one. Here's our deck. Alright, what makes this deck unique from all the other Exodia decks that people have made? This is like a drawing deck. Like every deck requires you to draw, but most of the decks use a card called Max C. And most of the other decks, they just require you on using Max C, abusing its potential. Like, okay, let's read the card. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, immediately draw one card. So people basically kind of stall and survive until the next turn, so they can use Max C and get free draws, get free stuff from your opponent until you eventually win, which is lame. It's for pussies. This is why we use this real man's deck. It's like, this gives you testosterone, and if you're a girl, this gives you estrogen. All right. So, okay, we have the 4 pieces of Exodia here. This, we cannot have an Exodia deck without Exodia. It's obvious. Then we have 2 Royal Magical Libraries. Okay, each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card when that spell resolves. That means, when the spell is utilized, you get the spell counter. If the spell is negated, you do not get a counter because the effect didn't resolve. Okay. Why does it matter? Well, because if we remove 3 spell counters from this card, we can draw 1 card. And as you can see, there's no once per turn limitation. I can do it as many times as I want, as long as I have the requirements. So it's great. It's like super good. Our next card is Anchamo Fright. What this card does is that it's a pendulum summon, so I can just put it on the pendulum zone, like whatever. If I have no extra cards, I have no cards in my extra deck, as you can see, it's empty. I can destroy this card and put it in the extra deck. Then I may draw 1 card. This is a soft once per turn, but that's where we only have 1 copy of it. We will not need other copies of it. This is basically, it's a negative. It's neutral. I did not lose a card by using it, and I do not gain a card by using it. It's neutral at state, so it's basically playing with 1 less card, which we will see a lot in this deck. The other effect this card has is that if there's no other cards in my extra deck apart from Anchamorphite, I can special summon it into the field, which is what I do a lot of time, sometimes, not a lot of times. And it's really good if I don't have a Royal Magical Library and I really want to use some of my juicy Golden Bamboo Swords. Alright, next card, Upstart Goblin. If you are like an avid Yu-Gi-Oh player, you know this card. You know why it's banned. It's limited to 1 in the TCG. You know why it's so good. Draw 1 card, then your opponent gains 1000 LP. 1000 LP, it's such a negligent drawback for being such a good effect. Draw 1 card, no soft limit once per turn. I can have 3 copies of it. That's basically playing with -3 cards in my deck. It's crazy how OP it is, and it's still not limited in Master Duels. I hope they don't nerf it. I'm gonna cry if they do. Okay. Next card, Magical Stone Excavation. I can discard 2 cards, then target 1 spell in my graveyard. I add it to my hand. This seems like a weird choice. Why would I want to just discard cards? Isn't that a bit counterproductive? I'm trying to get more cards. Well, it's a really good synergy with the next card that we have, which is Dark Factory of Mass Production. I can target 2 normal monsters in my graveyard, add them to my hand. You can sort of see where it's going, right? I discard with Magical Stone Excavation these two cards, like either of these normal monster cards, then I can bring like a very strong spell such as Golden Bamboo Sword or maybe another Upstart Goblin back to my hand. Then I use Dark Factory of Past Production to bring the cards that I discarded back to my hand. It's like really good. And plus, it's free spell counters for Royal Magical Library. Come on, I mean, who wouldn't want that? Alright. Magical Mallet. Shuffle any number of cards from your hand into the deck, then draw that same number of cards. Okay, let's say I start my turn. I have an absolute brick of a hand, 4 Exodia pieces and 1 Magical Mallet. What am I gonna do with that? No worries, Magical Mallet will save me. I shuffle all my Exodia pieces into the deck and then get real good cards that I can snowball with. Maybe a Royal Magical Library and maybe like some Upstart Goblins, stuff like that, you know. So it's just really good because it helps you in a pinch so much. You cannot have an Exodia deck that focuses on RNG like this one and not have Magical Mallet. I mean, it's dumb, it's stupid. Okay, Double Summon. This is a weird card to have in this deck, but you will see why it's really good. You can conduct 2 normal summon sets this turn, not just one. And as you may have already noticed, I have 2 copies of Royal Magical Library. I can summon both of these, and these do not share their spell counters. They each have their own individual. What does this mean? If I fulfill all of them, I can draw 2 cards. Like, it's just such a great advantage. It basically guarantees me a win. Couple Face. This is the only card that I can confidently say is a bad card. Why do I have it in my deck? I like gambling, sort of. And if I really get the good effect, it's gonna help me a ton. Toss a coin and apply this effect. Heads, draw 2 cards. Tails, your opponent draws 2 cards. If I get heads, that's a +1 advantage, and really like it boosts my stats. How? It makes me happy. That's all. Okay. Golden Bamboo Sword. The most bad shit broken card in this deck. If you control a Bamboo Sword equip spell, draw 2 cards. That's okay. I have 3 copies of this. That's draw 6. That's a 3 card advantage. It's crazy. It's insane. Like, oh my god. Especially knowing that I have this baby magical stone excavation. I have 2 of these. I can have 5 golden bamboo swords if I played well. It's just bad shit crazy. It's insane actually. Wait, no, I can't. No, yeah. Okay, whatever. Into the Void. If you have 3 or more cards in your hand, draw 1 card. And if you do, during the end phase of this turn, discard your entire hand. This is just a neutral state card. I use a card and it gives me 1. It's good. It's a free draw basically. And the effect that it has, maybe it seems bad because, oh no, I discard my entire hand. What if I had the Exodia head on my hand? I instantly lose, right? Yeah, but the point of Exodia is to OTK, to 1 turn KO, or FTK, first turn KO. So if you don't OTK with this deck, you're probably either ass or lucky. Okay. Pot of Duality. Excavate the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 of them to your hand. Also, after that, shuffle the rest back into your deck. I can only activate 1 of these. And here comes the anti-synergy I talked about. You cannot special summon during the turn you activate this card. Why is this an anti-synergy? Remember the card that can special summon itself? Anchamorphite. If I special summon Anchamorphite, Pot of Duality becomes useless. I cannot use it. And if I use Pot of Duality, I cannot special summon Anchamorphite. That's the only anti-synergy that this deck has, but like, it's nothing basically. It's a nothing barrier, because like either way I get a good benefit. If I special summon Anchamorphite, then I probably snowballed already, into having a big card advantage. And if I don't, Pot of Dolly is a really broken card. So why wouldn't I just abuse that? And that's it. One Day of Peace. Each player draws one card and neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. For example, okay, first of all, it's a neutral card. Use card, get one card. It's free. But what if I'm like absolutely dookie at the game and I don't manage to OTK? Don't worry, I have the next opponent turn covered. As long as they don't win by like another Exodia deck, I'm safe from all of their attacks. So it's pretty good. Foolish Boreal Goods. Send one spell trap from your deck to the graveyard. This is a really underrated effect. It's really good. Why? Because I mean, first of all, if you know Yu-Gi-Oh, you know graveyard effects are one of the most broken things because they are so easily accessible, especially considering the next card, Cursed Bamboo Sword. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one Bamboo Sword card from your deck to your hand, except Cursed Bamboo Sword, so you cannot get it back. But that means I can have a free Golden Bamboo Sword. That's just amazing. It's part of why this deck revolves around the Bamboo Sword cycling. And then the other effect, you can target one other Bamboo Sword card you control, return it to the hand, and if you do, the equipped monster can attack your opponent directly this turn. We don't care about the attacking because we do not do that here. We're not savages. We solve these decks by piece. So the good thing about this effect is that basically, if I get the card back to my hand, I can just activate again and get a free spell counter for my Royal Magical Library. And then Broken Bamboo Sword. It does nothing. The equipped monster gains 0 attack. It does nothing. I have it here just because it enables Golden Bamboo Sword if I manage to send all 3 of these to the graveyard somehow. Okay, we cannot talk about this right now, so we're gonna talk about a Chicken Game. The most brain dead field spell. The player with the lowest life points takes no damage. This ties into the deck's effect. Once per turn during the main phase, the turn player can pay 1000 LP, then activate one of these effects. Draw one card, and we don't care about the other effects because this is the only one we'll use. It's a free draw one. And the final effect. Neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. You can't negate Chicken Game activation. That's free. It's a neutral card, and I have 3 of them for free. It's crazy, which is why now I can talk about Pseudospace. Once per turn, you can banish one field spell card from your graveyard. Until the end phase, this card's name becomes that card's original name, and replace this effect with that card's original effect. Basically, simple terms, it's 2 extra Chicken Games. So I have 5 Chicken Games in the deck. That's broken. And the final card, last and certainly least, Reload. It's a weaker version of Magical Mallet. Add all cards in your hand to your deck, then shuffle it. Then draw the same number of cards that you added to your deck. The strong part about Magical Mallet is that I can choose which cards. Let's say, for example, I have a Golden Bamboo Sword and another of the Bamboo Swords in my hand. I want to keep those. So I will shuffle all the other cards except those. Reload does not care. It will shuffle every card I have in my hand, which sometimes is good. Sometimes I need to reload to shuffle every card. So yeah, sometimes I want it, sometimes I don't. I will show you guys a quick match using all of these, and I'm gonna explain what happens in the match, just so you guys are aware, and so you can see this deck in action. Let's go. Alright, we're in the match now. I'm gonna show you guys how it goes. It's our turn, we're first turn. Usually one first turn, it's better. Royal Magical Library, this guy Maxi, beta guy. Nobody uses that card. Sigmas don't use that card. Okay, Chicken Game. We use Chicken Game, we use One Day of Peace, we keep drawing cards. And we're already starting to break. Look, 1 Exodia piece. Okay, we're gonna use Royal Magical Library. Another Exodia piece. Fuck. Okay, first Foolish Boreal Goods. And now this is what I was talking to you guys about the cursed bamboo sword effect. We're gonna use it, but we don't have any bamboo swords, so we're gonna get a broken bamboo sword so we can get a free spell counter for my Royal Magical Library. We're gonna use Ancient Fright. We're gonna use the draw effect. We're not gonna special summon it this match, so don't worry, guys. And there you go, Pot of Duality. Just the two cards that I was talking about. We're gonna excavate. There you go. That's our ticket to win. Golden Bamboo Sword is on the top of the deck, so we're gonna grab it. We're gonna shuffle the deck, and then it's just like, okay, look at this. Just look at this snowballing. There's another one. Okay, we have Chin Game, we have Upstart Goblin, Pseudo Space. Okay, we're gonna draw another one, and that's another Exodia piece. We're already on set for getting a fast win. Magical Mallet, now we cannot break. Okay, Chicken Game. We're gonna draw another card with that. Pay life points. Another Bamboo Sword. What are you gonna draw two? Okay, there's another Into the Void. Two Magical Mallets we surely can't break. Okay, and another Pseudo Space. So we have two extra Chicken Games now. Couple face. Okay, we're gonna gamble here, and guess what? Guess what? We win. I mean, yeah, of course we win. We're the best. We get another Exodia piece. We're gonna use Into the Void to get the final Exodia piece, and we're gonna win. It's that easy, where you get all the basics down and play in Rookie 1 like me. Just kidding. I'm pushing to gold, actually. There you go. I mean, I was gold, but rank decay. Anyways, it's that simple. It's that easy. Easy Exodia win. And right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you all like this. Maybe I'll do more voiceover videos if you really seem to like this one. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope y'all love it a lot, and see ya.